Hi, Starseed Collective of Aquarius. Thank you for landing here with me on my channel, Starseed Discovery, nurturing you on your discovery to living the freest version of yourself here on Starseed Discovery with tons of support for you, tons of videos, more always coming. StarseedDiscovery@gmail.com for any personal readings, Akashic readings, Starseed readings. If you want any digital sound baths, what that I do with my cord, personalized for activations, for your higher self activations, starseed activations and transmissions you need. Lots in store for you for December. Your Stargate access is pumped with energy. First we had the 12/12 portal, and then the eclipse on the 14th, which we just had. But have no fear, those energies are still here. And then we have the 12/21 Winter Solstice, big day for starseeds. That is your higher heart chakra activation, the divine feminine and masculine energies within you, your Merkaba, your perfect Merkaba, so you coming into union with yourself, you coming into union with your higher self, and what is within is without, so then everything should follow, but depending on where you are in your journey, right? And like what level, like what dimension you're in, 2, 3, 4D, whatever, 5D. And we're all like aiming for 5D consciousness at this time, right? So whatever that means for you, but so it's more or less, and then we have on the 29th another full moon. So we just had new moon in Sagittarius with the eclipse, and that is where we're kind of looking at ourselves and kind of tweaking like the finite things we want to like go into the new year with, right? Like, okay, still have this in facing, processing, whatever, right? Kind of like in October, it was like a blue moon, we were like purging. November, we were staring at what we just purged. And then December, we're transforming and processing. So we're like, okay, tweak. And then in the winter solstice, coming into union with ourselves, the higher heart chakra activations, we are actually able to transform ourselves and create our own realities and do manifest the things that we want to manifest. So bringing in all those good things that we've been like really wanting in our, either to become of ourselves and or have for ourselves, right? Our needs and wants met within and without. And we're also doing my higher self has guided me to do, we're moving on to Patreon after this, so this is my gift to you all my starseeds out there, for the month of December, this giving season of 2020, where we're doing 6 different categories, so you can see the overall aspect, starting here, but then see how it all connects together, in such personalized categories. So we're doing overall, starting with 0, which is the sacred geometry healing card with an Amenti oracle card. That's your overall. And then the number 1 is like portal, eclipse, and winter solstice energy. Those overall cards for you. Concerning number 2, your career. Number 3, spiritual messages from the Aquarius Starseed Collective and Chakra highlights for you. 4 is love, so that's either true love within you or within a relationship. Take it how it applies, but if you're following other 5D consciousness channels or watching this one a lot, you understand that within is without. So if it's wacky in here, it's going to be wacky out there. And so taking all that love reading applies. Number 5, the Akashic field. So this is not Akashic library. Again, that's a personal reading for you if you want help or getting your own set of cards to do it yourself. And the Akashic field messages are for the overall collective of starseeds for Aquarius. Number 6 is overall ascension messages for the overall starseed collective of Aquarius. So higher realms being channeled. I have been starting to channel on camera anyway. My Pleiadian children, I'm a Pleiadian starseed from the most recent lifetime, but yes, we can be more than one, and I am more than one. So all starseeds are welcome here. There's none that are excluded. Orion, Andromedan, Octarian, Lyrian, Lemurian, Atlantean, Syrian, Pleiadian, you name it, praying mantis even. You people, you starseeds, you are here and you are welcomed. If you landed here, you are here with me now. And we're nurturing all of these aspects of you. So what do they mean and all of that. And you're learning, it's a spiritual awakening, spiritual consciousness awakening. And it is your age. It's the age of Aquarius. And so you before coming on, like I was doing a channeled message for you, and I just got, like where love flows, love grows, or take any of those sayings, like where emotions grow, love flows, whether that's within or without. So coming into balance with everything across the board so that you can be the freest version of yourself, the truest version of yourself. And then let's see, emotions grow where love flows, or love grows where emotions flow, vice versa. Either way, take those, those kinds of things is what I was channeling for you. I was picking up for you, Aquarius. I feel there was something I kind of trailed off on, and I'm sorry. Having to do with, so channeling, they reminded me, my Pleiadian kids, so they're hashtag Team Elephant, Team Baby Elephant, and I've been working with them for a while, but I've just now started channeling them on camera, so you guys can kind of get familiar and comfortable with that, and it's all through my higher self, so perspective and all of that and discernment is all used. And then higher galactic councils, higher galactic light families from the Starseed families we just mentioned, right? So I am channeling those throughout this process. Let's go ahead and get some sage going for my Starseed Aquarius collective. Take a deep breath in and out. Get the sage going, cleansing the space, cleansing your vibes. Cleansing the space from all previous readings. The age of Aquarius, a new dawn also came to me, a sunset came to me for you. Big year coming out for you, Aquarius, in 2021. Year 2020 was like a Gemini year, right? Twins, 2020. Boy, did I go through it. So just be prepared for anything, but know that you are strong and you are a light worker. You spread light. You are a seed of light. And you always have your light family with you. Ooh, you see that? You always have your light family with you, just like they helped me there. And your higher self guidance is always there to help you with discernments and flow, right? Flow is coming to me too. Like, don't resist. Just go into the flow. This age of Aquarius, whatever that means for you. Green aventurine coming to my mind here too. So go ahead and channel this coming into your reading here. Green aventurine. We'll see if that comes out. Staying cleansed, Aquarius. Throughout the year, throughout every month, every day, staying cleansed. Taking a deep breath in and out, Aquarius. All outside interferences are blocked, removed, revoked, and cleared on all levels, all timelines, all dimensions, and all space, please. So it is. Thank you. My higher self, divine collective consciousness, starseeds of Aquarius. White wing collective consciousness of 9, the matrix, divine guided protected communication, and channeling through source light only for the best and highest good of all. So it is. Thank you. Very happy vibes coming through for you, Aquarius. Okay, to start out, we have the Hertz of 417. So listening to that on binaural beats, or if you're a musician, finding that string, whatever, or note that qualifies for 417, or even like downloading an app, I can help you with that. But that's going to help fine tune and heal some of this coming in for you. Yep, change, cleanse, traumatic experience. And what did I say when I started staging? I said cleanse your senses and your space and your energy and your soul. Like whatever it was I said, it was channeled absolutely, because I haven't said that for any other reading. And I didn't even look at this before I read it to you just now. So change coming in, cleanse traumatic experience. If something happened, and this is, you know, if COVID was the traumatic experience, however it affected you, don't worry, 2021, you're going into like a new start. It is your new dawn. It is your year. So you're going to be shedding all of that. Or if this is something related to childhood, if it goes deeper and older, and or a combination of all of it, you know, you're going to come into terms and move forward with strength and vitality and virtue. Okay, Aquarius. I speak with good intent. And this is just true for you in general. I mean, you're a fellow air sign, and look how much these cards match each other. I love it. Spirit does it in every single reading, how they always just, it's not always these two. It's like sometimes like this one and that one, and you know, whatever, but there's like a theme sometimes. That's beautiful. So starting to read for yourself, Aquarius, is coming strong, coming through strongly here for me, helping you process and realize some of these experiences. Some of it can be lightly traumatic or deeply rooted, like PTSD even. Like it's a range. You know, there's a lot of you here. So I speak with good intent, and this is like you speaking to yourself, right? You're always in your head. You're an air sign. You've got, you know, your swords. So you have got to change some deep programming that you've been embedded in since you're a child, or along the way somewhere, where some sort of event affected your thought process concerning self-love. Or how to love others, one of the two, and or both. Aquarius, strong shit. Let's see what your moon energies have to say coming through for you. Moonstone and Labradorite also coming through for you to channel, so go ahead and take this in. Lots of green coming in, so heart healing, okay? And this is this time of high heart chakra activation, which is actually in between the chakra, the heart chakra and the throat chakra. It's the high heart, so it's actually pink, rose. I've heard turquoise, but also let's just stick with pink for now because it works for us as the pink rose, and because our roses here on Earth are pink, not turquoise. I mean, they can be, but you know what I mean, naturally pink. So, you know, rose quartz also coming in for you guys. I just saw that, and I just saw it in my head before that. So here we go, channeling these energies for you and my crystals I'm sharing with you now. You put your hand over your heart or the high heart chakra and ask that high heart chakra to be activated within you now for peace, love, healing, freedom, unconditional love, forgiveness, and gratitude. And so it is, Aquarius. This is your Winter Solstice crystals. If you want to work with them, they are being recommended. Moldavite coming in for you too. Okay. This is not easy to find. That is genuine, so do not buy it online. I don't recommend that. This was, I don't remember how much it weighs, but it was $80. So, take these energies in if you don't have any, or manifest some is being recommended to manifest some. Moldavite. I can feel it. It's like I'm receiving it. Like this is your receiving hand, right, in Reiki, and it's very warm. Coming through like this meridian, this portal here, this chakra. I don't know the names of the hand chakras, so I will look that up after this reading. I have many decks picked out for you because we're doing so many different categories, so many different ways, so I will be listing them as I go, but I won't list them in the comments or the description box. But if you have comments on them, I will answer them, or just let me know how these resonate with you, these readings. Or if you have any other questions for me, but I will answer any questions you have, comments you have, just leave them below. Sometimes it doesn't always notify me, so I'm late on responding to them sometimes, but I don't always get to them. This is the divine animals. Team Baby Elephant, thank you for my Aquarius Starseeds. I'll be taking one card from each deck and then doing a 3 spread tarot from 3 different decks at the end. So stay tuned. If you care about your spiritual healing, you will watch this all the way through. Otherwise, just skip to what you're being led to watch. But I'm putting a lot of hard work into these, so please feel free to subscribe and like, because that always helps. But also feel free to donate to the channel. You can get my PayPal through my email. Just go ahead and email me and I'll set you up on my, I'm sorry, not PayPal, Cash App. You can Cash App me. Or Apple Pay or whatever. Just email me and let me know you want to donate, and I will be more than welcome to send you a link to do so. So this was the 12/12 portal I'm using for your eclipse energies, and this is the Winter Solstice energies from the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Okay, so we have for your animal energy, we have assertive cougar, just cougar, and then assertive, wise, and decisive. You're being guided to be attentive towards the universal nudges in your life. Make your decision, take a risk, and step outside of your comfort zone, Aquarius. If you change your approach, you change your direction. Each inspired action taken will deliver you to your heart's desires. Cougar. I'll have to sing it. This song is coming to my mind and it's not a well-known song. It's actually written by a high school friend of mine, but it's on YouTube, and it's by Mark Pontius Delivery, and it's called Curly Jones. And there's a part in there where the cougar reminded me. He's thinking about Curly Jones, like being like his dark side, and he'll be back, like, hey, I'll be back, but I gotta explore this dark side, I'll be right back, it shouldn't take me long. And he ends up like getting lost in this darkness. But anyway, and he's like, I'm Curly Jones. Rawr. And so it's just like, I don't know, I had to sing it for some reason, just so it wouldn't leave my head until I sung it. So maybe some of you actually know it, or know Mark. Then if you know Mark, I probably know you, or you know Mark after I went to high school with him. But anyway, that song has come to mind, so we'll see why it came up. But it seems like you're like, walking away from some trauma. So maybe you walked into some trauma, after you grew up. Like, that song was more about him, like, walking into dark paths that he had to explore. Because, going to school with him, like, knowing him, I don't know why this is about him, but knowing Mark, he was like this innocent kid who was just always kept himself, and he was like very well groomed and like always well behaved and like ahead of the game, like always on top, like winning first in like track, and I think he even did football for a little while. But I did band with him, and he was like always like he was never late to practice. He was just always like learning music ahead of time, getting lessons, and like you could just always count on Mark to be there, basically. Anyway, and so then he took this venture, I guess, I don't know, but this song is saying that he took this venture, or someone took this venture of like innocence, and like, I'll be back to innocence. So it's like kind of like being in line with Source, and like, okay, Source, you know what? You gave me the free will to go explore. I'm going to go do that, and I'll be back. I'm Curly Jones, so it's kind of bringing in this cougar energy, this assertive, wise, and decisive, and knowing that you're going to return to Source, and maybe it's time to do that now. Maybe you entered into some traumatic experience after some lifetime had passed where you were in this very innocent vibe. You left that innocence, and now you're wanting to come back, and you're healing that, Aquarius. So conclusions are within. Full moon eclipse coming in for your eclipse energy, but it was a new moon. Anyway, I think Aries got this. So if you're dealing with an Aries, or if you have Aries in your placement, because these readings are for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Mars, Mercury, Pluto, North Node, Ascending, Rising, whatever. So they are, I'm not an astrologer, but I am being guided to let you guys know that, because there's messages, if you want to align, you know, your houses or get your birth chart, I really highly recommend that's coming through for a lot of you. A lot of my readings, getting your birth charts and having them close by so you can see what's going on, you know, and helping either getting readings on yourself or getting readings from others, to help you put the puzzle pieces together sometimes when you're just really like out of conclusions. So they are within reach. So tuning into your birth chart to kind of figure out where you're going here, Aquarius. And waning crescent protection coming in for your winter solstice energy. So knowing whatever direction you do choose and whatever conclusions are coming to you, you are divinely protected. Do you see that? She is a grown woman and she is being flown by a protecting bird and a nest. She is divinely protected. And like, look how many stars. So both of these are night skies, right? And I mean, sometimes we're like brighter night skies, but both these are pretty dark, and the stars are pretty vibrant in both cards. Again, sharing red and oranges together. So when it comes to healing, like knowing that you're like, whatever you're processing, you're protected, and to really not stay in those energies for too long, but to definitely process those emotions, so to feel them, and you're protected while you're feeling them. And then after feeling them, those conclusions are within reach. Right? So yes, this is your eclipse energy, which happens first. So, but you know, we can't look at things linear. We're learning that in 5D, that everything is like circular. So like the moon, like it's a cycle. So timelines, right? We're jumping back and forth. So you're probably going to be going back and forth between these two energies for a little while, like knowing that, okay, this was okay for me to speak up about, this was okay for me to process, this was okay for me to feel. So let me, and now I have conclusions. So let me go back to this energy of protecting and feeling through this, going back to this hermit energy. Okay, now my conclusions are reached. Let me go back to the hermit. Okay, now my conclusions are in reach, kind of vibe going on here for your divine Stargate access here. Hence the cougar. You're going to be strong and you're going to be wise and assertive during this process. Being very fragile with yourself. Speaking to yourself with good intent. Because you're processing some sort of trauma, Aquarius. Oh, sorry. Going on into your career and finances. My Starseed Aquarius collective, like family, galactic light council, what messages do you have in the Starseed Chronicle for Aquarius Starseeds? It is Stargate access. Beautiful time of evolving and loving self. This is the angels in your biz concerning finance and career. What messages do you have for the Stargate portal to divine baby elephant for my Aquarius Starseed collective concerning finances and career? Divine Light Council, Light Families. Where you can start for me? What messages do you have concerning career and finance for the Aquarius Starseed Collective with the Stargate portal? This is the Liquid Crystal Oracle deck. So we have social media. Your guides will create the strategy. Yeah. So a lot of you trying to dive into new aspects, entrepreneur aspects. Or if you're trying to climb a ladder within a company, or start a new company, you will get there and you will climb the ladder. The strategies being, you know, you're being carried and protected, and like it's being woven for you. Strings are being pulled in good ways, light ways, divine strings being sewn to make a quilt for you, for your protection and your safety net and your foundation. And then the 7 Star Sisters, Birthing Creations, Tapestry of Life Expression. Yeah, again, a lot of you are tapping into this entrepreneurism or new careers concerning products of light or services of light. Hematite, Spiritual Grounding. This is like one of my favorite cards in this deck. It's so rainbow and like lower vibrations of colors too. So it's like grounding, right? Like earthly tones of rainbow, not pastels or neons. Hematite. And this deck, I recommend screenshotting this because these, I mean, all of these cards, which is why I show you the art, is supposed to activate their energy upon you. But in particular, this artwork has been channeled for this crystal, for this energy. So it's like it was divinely guided artwork. Okay, I'm being told to go ahead and tell you I haven't done this for any other sign, but this is for you. At the top here, there is a chant, and it's Ha-Mu-Tau. Ha-Mu-Tau. So, and then it's not like another word for hematite. It's actually like how to channel and bring in this energy. Additional to the artwork is chanting aloud for spiritual grounding to assist you with those energies of spiritual grounding is Ha-Mu-Tau. Okay. The 7 Sisters, Birthing Creations, Tapestry of Life and Expression. This is you coming into realization that you do have divine support. Your guides are creating a strategy for you to get whatever it is when it concerns career and finance for you. Whatever it is you're trying to bring in. Even if it's, I mean, yes, if you're trying to bring in more money, like, yes, that's happening. This is confirmation. Learning how to express yourself without money first, and then even when you do have it, like, how are you going to invest it and spend it, right? But then so manifesting it, like, all these are yeses, but then even like you starting like a new job or a new career, or you even like coming into the fruition of, and one energy of not knowing into knowing. Like, the spiritual grounding is going to help you go into, I don't know what to do, I know I'm not happy, but I don't even know what it is I need to go towards, and then this is going to help you crack open in that way to, now I know what I'm going to do, and your guides are creating a strategy. Or your higher self, however you want to look at it. These are divine spiritual messages for this Starseed collective of Aquarius, calling in Archangel Metatron. This is the Self-Mastery deck of Archangel Metatron. One card, please, for the Divine Collective of Aquarius. New Age of Aquarius messages for the Aquarius Collective tribe. Aquarius is not my tribe, that's for sure. That's for sure. I vibe with Aquarius. We are sisters, air sisters, aren't we? After all, air brothers and sisters, Aquarius. With our air brothers and sisters of Libra. Again, that's coming in for the seven sisters. You know, we are star sisters, absolutely. But also, you know, waking up to the fact of, okay, maybe I should be in contact with my light family. Maybe I should be in contact with other families that I can communicate on other realms with. Through your Merkaba, right? That's how you, through your fifth eye and third eye, you travel through your Merkaba to go to other realms and other dimensions. So learning how to do that and connect. And, you know, I speak a lot to my light family on the pendulum. I mean, you need to be vibrating high and know what you're doing when it comes to that. Yeah. Maybe some of you need to forgive yourself for, like, either not knowing what you're doing and getting into some work that you're like, ooh. Even when it comes to crystals or Ouija board or whatever. I don't think Ouija boards are bad. I think you need to know what the hell you're doing. Because otherwise, you can be talking to anybody. And I mean anybody. Yeah, throat chakra going off there. Some of y'all need to forgive yourself for believing in false beliefs or false truths before false light. And it's okay. You always go back to source, right, Curly Jones? Thank you. This is Hidden Worlds. And then this is the Chakra deck. One card, please, for my Aquarius Starseed Collective. Galactic Light Family concerning their chakra health. That's what I should call it. I called it chakra highlights. Same thing, but chakra health. Ooh, I like this one. Oh, I don't like when I get two, but I've done this one before and it's really helpful. Sorry, should have sit down. Fish. So going in and out of fish and dead fish. I don't know. Oh, not everyone's not going to be able to do this. To the best of your ability, you should do it. So this is the sacral chakra, camel. Kneel with legs and hip with the part curls toed under. Place hands on either side of lower back, fingers pointed down. So you can keep it here. If you can't bend and touch your toes like that, either let your arms fall and get as close to your ankles as possible. Inhale and lift the chest, lift out of the chest. Exhale to slide hands down. Advanced practitioners may wish to perform the pose. Yeah, this is like advanced here. But anyway, having your feet in flex to reach them closer. Or if you can't, and you can't even drop your arms, you can just leave the hands here at the lower back. Reaching back into camel, okay, to support your back. So, and even if you can't even go back, it's that far, right? You can just like go back as much as you can. Just like, and activating your sacral chakra to help pull you and stabilize you. So you can have that freedom to go back. You go ahead and screenshot this if you want, and then I'll give you this as well. Sorry if that's blurry. The affirmation for this pose for the sacral chakra is I am in tune with my emotions. Yeah, again, this is going to be very healing for your traumatic decompression, whatever it is. So you're releasing the trauma and cleansing the traumatic experience. I am in tune with my emotions. Listening to this 417 and saying, I am in tune with my emotions. I am in tune with my emotions. I am in tune with my emotions. Like really activating the sacral chakra there. Aquarius. Leadership, answer the call. I don't remember who got this now, but somebody else did too. Forgiveness. These are your spiritual messages, collective. The energy of forgiveness strengthens our capacity to let go of unwanted feelings and emotions. Yeah. Forgiving those around you, even if it was out of your control as a child, forgiving those around you. But if it happened to you as a later Curly Jones, forgiving yourself, right, for allowing that to take place. Or whatever you needed to do there with forgiveness. And then mountain lights, light beings, portal, subtle energies. Yeah, this portal is coming in heavily for you to answer the call. And it starts with forgiving and discovering these truths about the self and processing traumatic experiences. And that's going to lead you to a portal, right? And lead you up some stairs, and you're going to answer the call that you're being called to lead. Light beings. Some of you might start seeing light beings. And subtle energies, this forgiveness, this divine, looks like a snowflake, right? So, if you can watch snow, if you're so divinely blessed to have snow nearby, that's very soothing, very purifying energy. You can channel this card and sit and watch the snow and sit in some really forgiving energy. Start singing about forgiveness. Start singing about it. And then before you know it, subtly you're going to be able to answer the call. Maybe some of you longer than others, maybe a full year, maybe not. Some of you, we're all on different journeys. It really depends on where you're going. But if it is a full year, you'll be making major leaps, like from 2D thinking, 3D thinking to 5D thinking in less than a year. So that's a major process. I don't even really know where I'm at. I don't think there's a scale. I think I just even entered into, I thought I was in 5D for shorter than I actually was. I thought that a lot of 4D energies I was in was 5D. So it just depends on where you are, but doing this in the snow. And also channeling a mountain near you, something stable, or going to a mountain near you and really processing this forgiveness is going to help a lot of you. And you might see some portals and light beings there. If you allow, right? Anyway, so I hate when I do that. I go off on little tangents to be funny or whatever, and then I lose what I was saying. But transitioning where I was and in transition. So I think I just now stepped into 5D. And so if that's the case, then it took me over a year, right? A year and a half, maybe. And so we do have these Aquarius, age of Aquarius energies helping us shift the vibration quicker. But it's never going to be overnight. It just isn't, right? It just isn't. We have to learn how to access and use the Mercury as a vessel, as a vehicle to go intergalactically and run discernment and intuition and perception through all of it, so we know that we're not being tricked. You know, some of you, like I said, some of you need to forgive being tricked even into false light, which is happening more and more and more and more and more and more and more all over the damn place. Really sad. Hey, boo head. You hear my baby huffing and puffing over there. Alright, moving into your love energies for Aquarius. Team Baby Elephant, what do you have for the feminine energies for the Sun and Moon Tarot? For the energies of love for divine feminine aspects. Within or without, or both. Usually one is both. One card, please, for the feminine energies. I don't know how my cards, thank you, feminine and masculine. I'm sure I got so far back. I guess from when one of these cards was fine. I had to go get it, or them. Queen of Atari Tarot, Galactic Light Council. What messages do you have? Thank you. Masculine feminine energies concerning love. True love. True love starts within. Starts with you. Soul journey messages for the energy between the two. Thank you. And the Sacred Mirrors, Alex Gray artwork and poems. Very difficult to shuffle. And this is a message from the higher realms concerning your inner outer love. But it's all connected, baby. So many signs have been getting this one. This one's passion, but so of course it's like, don't forget about me. See the heart there pumping through the veins and the life force, passion. You know, even though we're swords, we still want to have an even. Wow, this came out for Capricorn. So some of you are dealing with Capricorns, but we want to have an even amount of cups, and we want to have an even amount of wands and fire. Fire, water, earth, and wind. We want to have an even amount of all of it. And that's why we have a birth chart. That's why it's essential for you to know your birth chart and have it handy. So for feminine energies, we have the Hanged Man and Death in reverse. So you're coming out of this, you're in a new cycle of love within yourself and probably outside of yourself as well. We're coming to terms with that. And then for masculine energies, we have Seven of Cups and Pentacles. This is debauch. I'm not sure how to say that thing. It's debauch. I don't know. Debauch. And in this deck, like, see, he's leaving behind all the other cups. He's found the one cup he wants to give his love to in this pool of emotions. Like, he's like decided that she's the one, or that he's the one. So your masculine side of yourself, or your masculine, is come to terms with wanting to start a new foundation with you. Either like healing from the past or coming in with some new energy. I mean, death usually resembles new energy, right? Judgment, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. So if you're healing from a relationship you just left, and trying to start a new one, understand that everyone has their own path and challenges, including yourself. But then also, if you're trying to bring in somebody from the past, and you may have split ways, knowing that everybody has their own path. Or if you weren't ready and you left and you're ready to return to love, knowing that you had your own path, and not judging yourself for the time that you needed, taking all that time that you need to yourself and being okay with it. He looks a little creepy. Viscera, Viscera. The energy of this card, the reflection is vulnerability, Aquarius. Look how vulnerable he looks. He's like, okay, I'm totally exposed. I'm assuming this is a he. I think he has gonads. Yeah, it's a he. I'm totally exposed. I'm exposing my insides to you, my guts to my feelings, all my energy to you. So, here's the poem. There seems to be pain and fear in your eyes. Or maybe you are a fearless seer, having transcended eyelids. The nudity of your entrails repels, entrenches, and ennobles. Castrated and peeled open, the snake-like quality of the digestive system, the tree-like nature of the lungs, the liver, the symbol of purification and strength, looks like a giant slug. Flayed man, thou art the naked brain of a convoluted mind and the raw guts of emotion. Vulnerability. Yeah, so some of you are getting over some really painful shit. Aquarius. Family related, marriages, because if some of this stuff started when you were a kid, you're gonna, until you deal with it and heal from it, death being in reverse here. Maybe I should pull another card, because I might have told you wrong. I said death was the ending of a cycle, but it is in reverse. Clarify death in reverse, please. For the masculine side, feminine side. For Aquarius, Starseed Collective. It's concerning love. Oof. I haven't had the Tower come out at all. It did come out sideways though. So it's like maybe a surprise, but not a surprise because you're expecting something to crumble around you. I mean, I did get the Tower in Capricorn, but the Tower in the Syrian Tarot definitely means something different than the Nefertari Tarot. So you're going to go within, you're going to hang out and process and really think about shit. As the feminine energy. Also, if this is just within you and you're not looking for love and you're looking for self-help, this is you realizing, yes, I need self-help. Let me take some time out to myself and go into some tree pose. Again, we had tree of life, tree, and then here is in the tree pose. So lots of tree foundational stuff shaking underneath you, right? The towers, the foundations coming down. So the reason why death is in reverse for you, I'm picking up, is, you were expecting this. You were just kind of waiting. And some of this is a good crumbling, like a crumbling of blockages, like the blockage was death upright for you in this love sense, whether it's self-love or in a relationship. You were allowing it in because of a blockage. And that was like your death card. That was like, okay, this is preventing you. It's preventing. So now you're no longer being prevented, but at the same time, your foundations are being crumbled. But it's a good thing because you've been expecting it. You've been wanting it. Whether or not you've realized it, you've been manifesting this. So remember, you're being divinely protected. And this is your overall moon energies, right? Your Stargate energies. Conclusions are within reach. So have no fear. And this even could be like the things you thought about love, you know, crumbling even. The thinking you have to argue all the time. That could be your tower. It could be something simple even. Or, I mean, that's not super simple, but, you know. And then your masculine is trying to weigh out. Let me get another card here too. Trying to weigh out how to start over the foundation after some trauma. So you're, you know, if it's self-love, you're trying to learn how to father yourself, and or you are in this energy of learning how to or are in the energy of fathering yourself. Clarify Ace of Pentacles, please, for the masculine starseeds of Aquarius. Masculine energies, please, concerning love. And that's Temperance. Again, I did land sideways. But yeah, really trying to figure out how to start over. And if this is a relationship, you understanding how to be supportive for your feminine and whatever you're going through, whether this is like a childhood thing that she's just now experiencing, or something within your relationship that you're realizing needs to come to a halt and reformat. Again, White Judgment's coming in here. Understanding that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. And that's where you are with your feminine. Or if it's self-love, self-energies, that's where your masculine side is embracing your feminine side and holding her, letting her know it's okay, that you're going to rebuild, and that you got yourself. And you don't need anybody else. You don't need anyone. Temperance is going to help you bring that energy in. Temperance is balanced, but bringing in these subtle energies, these soothing, enlightening, and epiphany energies, healing energies, self-love energies, okay? Really coming strong and being vulnerable with yourself. Even if you are at times afraid, knowing that there's nothing to be afraid of. It's just low and high vibration, okay? Vulnerable is a high vibration because you're sharing love and allowing people into your heart chakra. All right, this is the Akashic field messages for the Starseed Collective of Aquarius. This is the Intergalactic Heritage deck. If you're interested in learning how to read your own Akashic Heritage and or Galactic Heritage, y'all kind of the same thing, I recommend getting this deck. Or you can get a reading from me, starseeddiscovery@gmail.com. I do have an Etsy shop, but it's not really running that well right now, so just email me. 2 cards, please. We get 2 cards from this deck because it just likes to talk. You will get to pick up some starseed energies, just depending on what comes out, if it resonates with you. Okay, so bottom of the deck is Vega, and then we also have Home Beacon, Vega, future energy. This is the 3rd time this is come out. And then Sirius, past energy, saving humanity. So this is also the 2nd time this has come out. So you walking away from those belief systems and burdens of you realizing that you have to save everybody else around you. Like, no, that's the past. That's a like Sirius, Syrians, they've already ascended. So this is like realizing this is like, okay, I want to help everybody. Okay, that's great. I'm glad that you want to help everyone, you know, but all these girls, all these women take care of themselves first so that they can be there for each other. You know, being there for yourself first, temperance, forgiveness, you know, answering the call, being a leader, but you have to lead yourself out of darkness before you can lead anybody else out of darkness. Just saying. So saving humanity, kind of rewriting that and letting go of that energy, and home beginning. You are trying to reconnect with future energies, present energies that are going to assist you in your ascension. This is the Akashic Tarot. Messages for my Aquarius Starseed, please. For the Akashic message for them. Wow. Capricorn got that too. But wait, hold on. Sorry, these do get read reversed. And it was right set up for Capricorn. Yep. Rebuilding your beliefs, rebuilding from not the ground up, but more or less from the stars down this time. Reevaluating what home means, because a lot of you, Earth doesn't feel like home, and it's not supposed to. You're a starseed. You're supposed to inherit and implant this Earth with your star seeding energy. So you're awakening to what that means again. And knowing that you're here healing family lineages of dark, broken homes. You may have come from a dark, broken home. You may have been in dark, broken situations throughout the galaxy, even as an Akashic message. You know, Vega energy and Sirian energy, they're both ascended energies. So they're here helping you to help you realize what here and now, presently, this no longer works. This is false. Broken homes and saving everybody else is false. Neither one of those, these are two different programs, but neither one work for the greater good of yourself or anyone around you. So, I mean, saving humanity does, but if you're not healed, you can't heal other people. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. In order to save humanity, you have to have this upright, your foundation stable. Love for yourself stable. So you're relating again to vegan energy, to Pleiadian energy, to Sirius energy, and you're remembering, you're allowing these energies to come in and protect you, and remember how to reside here on the earth, as the earth, of the earth, not in the earth. So you're realizing, okay, the Pleiadian way is this. The light way is this, whatever it is for you. The Sirian way is this. The Andromedan way is this. And so you're reactivating. Okay? And definitely all these energies I just mentioned absolutely work within that realm. You know how many times the Pleiadians have been there for us, and how many times we've probably not always turned around and given them the favor back? You know, we're just now having a Pleiadian awakening. They've been there for billions of years. You think they don't practice forgiveness? Okay, going into your ascension messages and then the tarot for my Aquarius Starseeds. This Starseed wisdom. Starseed Wisdom Oracle for my Aquarius Starseeds on their ascension, calling Archangel Michael, calling Archangel Metatron, Raphael, Faith, Galactic Light Families of the Aquarius Starseed Collective watching this video. What ascension messages do you have for them? One card. One card, please. Thank you. It's a perfect card for you. So work your light deck. Galactic Light Cancer, what messages do you have for Ascension? Archangel Metatron, what Starseed messages do you have for the Starseed Collective of Aquarius and their Ascension during this Winter Solstice and eclipse period, or portal period? Thank you. The Lemurian Star Child Oracle. Lemurian energy coming in for the Aquarius Starseed Collective. Yes, many of you are Lemurian Atlantean. All of you are actually, in some form or fashion. You have ascended before. This is not new news to any of you. How to ascend, and that's what you're walking into, a new dimension. Thank you. And then this is an archangel you can channel during your ascension process during this time. And or Archangel Metatron is always there. He is the Ascension Angel. One card, please, from the Angels of Atlantis deck. For the Aquarius Starseed Collective. That's kind of weird. Capricorn got this too. Lots of Capricorn in your charts. Or people you're dealing with. Retreat. I don't think I have any Aquarius, sadly, in my chart. I'll channel y'all's energy. Wow, so you got a second portal card from the Lemurian deck. I've never seen this one. It's bringing tears to my eyes. Doorways into now, letting go of the warrior. See? You don't gotta fucking save humanity. It's not your job. Your job is to save you, your inner temple. That's how you will save humanity, is by saving your inner temple. This is your portal into the doorway of now, knowing now the difference of what you did not know before. Portal into newness. Inner alchemy. Inner alchemy is achieved when you react to fear with love. Would you rather live in fear or would you rather live in love? You already know the answer to that, which is why you're here. Watching this. Doorways into now. You are changing now and letting go of old ways that no longer serve you, that are more earth related, 3D related, and you're going into 5D, 4D consciousness and relating more to the stars and embracing and sowing seeds of 5D consciousness in the world around you, because you're leaving behind trauma and you have a story to tell. You have a story to tell. Aquarius, you do. Okay? You're gonna tell it. Archangel Raphael, cleansing. Yeah, more cleansing energy coming in for you. So please, during this time of ascension for you, during this time of giving birth to a new reality for yourself, whatever you're leaving behind and bringing in for the new year and the winter solstice and this eclipse and portal energy, please ask Archangel Raphael to be there for you. He can only come in and help and assist you if you ask, just by saying, Archangel Raphael, I accept you and your assistance now. Please help cleanse my energies. Please activate my high heart for the best and highest good of all around me. Again, this emerald green coming in for the heart chakra. And look at all this green water too. And then burning bushes here, putting out the fire, you know. But then we've got earth, we've got water, we've got, you know, earth with the gemstone here, and we've got air for the stars in this night sky, and we've got all of the elements are here. It's a balanced card. Emotions, water, fire, earth, and air. All of it's here. So he can cleanse you. He can bring you into balance. You just have to ask for the help. You know, in this winter solstice energy on the Starseed activations on the Solara Onward channel, that is you allowing and accepting your high heart to come in and activate you with freedom, liberty, forgiveness, trauma healing. Okay? Being more vulnerable with yourself, allowing the inner alchemy to take place. And sometimes that's releasing emotions, letting things burn away to grow back with full force. Yeah, and then your life is awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration, just falling right into place perfectly here with Aquarius. Falling right into place. perfectly. Energetic upgrades, portals, subtle energy. Perfect. You know, I can't make this stuff up. You see me shuffle. That's why I shuffle on camera. I don't pick out the cards. And I take one. In this format, I'm only taking one. You know, and learning how to speak inner alchemy here, cleansing your thoughts, cleansing your programs. What were you programmed? What is yours that you're carrying, and what is not yours that you're carrying? Lack mentalities, communication barriers, acknowledgement of spirituality, even, right? You're just coming into a whole new you. Look at all this pastel rainbow too, right? And then we had the spiritual grounding, right? So you have an awakening. Sometimes you have both at the same time, the spiritual awakening and the spiritual grounding, but you have two awakening cards here. One high, one low. And guess what? Both are in light. So you have something coming to ground you in all aspects of your life. But I feel like where one thing changes, the rest is going to change. So your finances, your career, your love, your self-love, all of that, you're getting an energetic upgrade. So it's kind of all going to happen at once. That's why some of you are going to travel realms within 1 year, more than one realm within 1 year. This is your year, Aquarius. Year of Aquarius. Like, everything is like really strict to the point. I'm already even done, and this is the shortest reading so far at 1:07, and I just looked at the clock. So what is that? 14:05, and then 1, so 6. Anyway, 7:7 there as well. But so anyway, regardless, that's not my point. My point is, I'm already moving on to the tarot. So you guys already know what's up. Like, you've already been in your head about it because you are an air sign. Let's get the messages from the tarot concerning this beautiful reading for Aquarius. Aquarius Starseeds, please. You know, and seems like a lot of relationships you're needing to walk away from, or how you think about yourself. Relationships with yourself you're needing to walk away from. And you already know it, and so it's not like devastating. Thank you. One more. Yes, these cards are also hard to shuffle. This one always comes out like that. This is the Syrian Starseed Tarot, so thank you. Serious energy coming through. Again, they have ascended, so a lot of you are Syrian Tarot. A lot of you are Syrian Starseeds, and you should have the Syrian Tarot. Starseed Syrian Tarot. This is the Light Seers deck. A lot of readers use this on YouTube, but they don't. They read it like the Rider-Waite deck. So sometimes I do that, but most of the time I won't get the energy from the card that was written for the energy, because these energies relate really well to this time, day, and age of Aquarius and what they have to say. One more, please. And there's also Shadow Seers, which is reversals, and those are so helpful. So I will also read you reversals when the time is necessary. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, but we're not going to read that unless we need to. I'm being guided. The Muse Tarot. I just started working with this tarot for these messages for you guys for the Winter Solstice for y'all, and oh my god, I fucking love this tarot. It's so inspiring. You can't go wrong. Like, there's no like shadow sides of seeing this. And if you want a lighter way, a lighter side of seeing options, or seeing dark shadows that you need to work through, you get this Muse Tarot, and that's how you work through it. Is these beautiful inspirational messages, knowing what you gotta face. But it's also just like clear. They're like confirmation cards too. I just love them. There is no reversals in this deck. up. Bottom of the deck is Awakening. So maybe we should get an Ace of Pentacles in reverse card reading for you on the Light Seer, the Shadow Seer aspects. Look at those stars in her hair and her mind. You're becoming awakening to the stars. You're homecoming. Homing beacon. Okay? Lots of vegan energy. Two of Crystals in reverse. 10 of Cups. 7 of Emotions. Starseed. What? The Tower and Strength. 9 of Crystals. Queen of Wands. And 7 of Inspiration. Lots of 7s. Remember 7, 7. Then we got 2 more 7s here. Okay. Let's go 2 of Crystal. Find out why it's in the reverse. I mean, 2 of Pentacles is like choosing between 2 things, having 2 decisions to choose. But it seems like you're choosing love. Right? He looks like he's choosing love, doesn't he? Oh. Anyway, it came out like this. So, what is our seeker contemplating? In one hand, he holds spherical geo, the yin energy archetype of a womb-like amethyst cove. And the other sits the powerful quartz generator crystal that he found at the top of the cliff. The yang, or the yun, archetypal energy. What new consideration do these 2 crystals bring? He stands on solid ground, yet behind him looms the mighty sea of his emotions. He is clearly weighing the value of these 2 tools, opinions and 2 opinions. It is necessary to choose between them, or he can combine the energies of both, and in doing so be transported to achieving a higher goal. Oh, is it necessary to choose between them, or can he combine them? So instead of having one or the other, having both. So some of you, that applies to your love life, right? But more or less, you're just like, you already know, like I said, the Tower moment's here, but you've been anticipating the Tower. It's kind of like you anticipating what you needed to change. The Tower being a surprise, a shaking in the foundation, like you've already been expecting that to kind of crumble. Holy shit, got the Tower again. You got this, Aquarius. You got this. Look at that Strength card. You got this. Okay, portal energy. You got support coming in from divine help, divine realms. Lots and lots of light family action here. Remember? We've got light beings coming in for support. 7 of Emotions. 7 of Cups, you know, like choosing. Like I said, I think you're all just choosing love. Whatever capacity that is. Keywords of this card is daydreaming about the future, choices, manifesting, ranking options, the alignment of values, illusions, fantasies, having many opportunities and seeing which are real. The prompt is collapsing a choice into reality. Let me read you the Light Seer Tarot, 10 of Cups. Community, love, soulmates, harmony in relationships and family, divine connections, heart opening and expansion, wholeness. Yeah, heart opening, high heart chakra activations for you. High heart. Look at this. As I said that, her high heart is open, baby. Some of y'all need to get this Muse Tarot to help bring in some of this love. But anyway, you're choosing love. End of story. Whether that's you or you deciding to forgive and bring back, or deciding to revisit some long lost beliefs, some long lost heritage. Starseed Tower. See, this is a starseed crumbling. You're realizing, oh shit, I'm from the fucking stars. That's why I don't belong here. Or not belong, but that's why I don't feel like I belong here. That's why I don't feel like I fit in. We'll get a Tower card too, and then Strength. Oh shit. We'll get all three. That's why we were ending with the other cards earlier. Because we have lots of messages coming through. The major arcana in this deck, the Starseed 0. Like a mentor racing across the horizon in a glowing sphere of light, careens across the night sky, about to nest in the garden of Gaia, planet Earth. The soul of a starseed being is about to be birthed in the physical reality. See, a lot of you are maybe not realizing that you're a starseed, or really realizing that you are made of light, but you're coming to that realization. And you're like, DNA is cracking open that, you know, this winter solstice is like allowing your higher heart chakra and all of your chakras to really open up and be cleansed and aligned and really activate. Lush and inviting, the three-dimensional realm opens like the crystalline lotus, preparing to receive new life in a field of possibility that is the starseed's own creation. It creates 13 strands of light-encoded DNA, the 12 perfected strands of Christ consciousness, and the 13th, the master, around which the 12 rotate throughout sacred symbolism. 12 disciples and the Christ, 12 crystal skulls and the master skull, 12 zodiac constellations and the central sun. Number 0, this key is the depiction of soul leaping into physical. It is spirit preparing to manifest form. It is the consciousness intention before biological life begins. And the twilight of the night sky, the brightest star in our galaxy, Sirius, illuminates the way. The starseed key represents ultimate trust in the divine, a leaping forward, fearless and resolute. It is about trusting that at a soul level we know exactly where we are headed and when we want to manifest as earthly beings. When this card appears in a reading, it speaks of impulsivity and faith. It implies that the querent is off on a new quest, unconditionally knowing, lovingly knowing that a new experience, an unknown, is about to unfold and become manifest. This querent is invited to ponder the following questions. Do I trust my soul intuition? How am I leaping into the unknown? What new reality am I intent upon creating? How am I being totally guided? What new adventure awaits? Am I jumping into a new cycle of experience in my life? You know, cleansing, this energy cleansing. Being as, you know, also realizing that you're a starseed and bringing on this starseed energy is strengthening you as a whole. Strong. A lot of you are Syrian starseeds. Okay, the tower in this deck. It's a beautiful tower, isn't it? I love that. It's so pretty. The Lightseer version, because it's upright. The unexpected change, chaos. The rug pulled out from beneath your feet. Beliefs challenged. Beliefs challenged, yep. New awareness and perspectives, yep. The awareness of being a starseed is strengthening you. It's cleansing you. And it's healing traumatic experiences, knowing that you are and you're becoming aware and you're opening to the consciousness of starseed consciousness, right? Particularly Aquarius starseed consciousness. destruction, being unsure of who you are. But that's not y'all. Now y'all are walking away from that destruction and not knowing who you are, walking in and challenging your beliefs, and now you're walking into unexpected change of being a starseed. Super exciting. Let's get the strength card read for you. Might as well. Yes, yes. That's what I heard in you. All right. Keyword. She's sitting on the top of the bay, watching the sun. Right? I mean, she's not on the bay. She does have an infinity symbol in her hand, by the way, of energy, but she's sitting on the top of the lion head. Sitting on the lion's head. Okay, anyway, my strength is my strong voice there. Keywords: gentle influence and strength, courage, fierce, serenity, innocence, pure thoughts and actions, honest tranquility, gentle leadership, flexibility and strength in the face of uncertainty, purity, integrity. The prompt for this card is the gentle courage of angels. So really bringing in Archangel Metatron, Archangel Michael, Faith, Raphael, Gabriel, to help you with these ascending energies, y'all. Whoa, don't mess with Aquarius in 2021 or December 2020. Don't mess with Aquarius. They're going through a portal. Ain't nobody stopping them. As soon as I said that, ain't nobody stopping them, and then I look at this card. So 9 of Crystals, Queen of Wands, and 7 of Inspiration. So 9 of Crystals in this deck, see how she's like admiring her treasure chest full of pentacles. And these are like her savings, like her experiences of life. So that's also vibrational escrow, your vibrational savings account, basically. So what you're manifesting is coming to par with your Queen of Wands energy. You're like, yeah, I know what I want. I'm choosing love. I'm choosing love. I'm choosing love, right? You know, I'm choosing love. Choosing love, right? I don't care what your sex is. You can apply the placements as you need. I'm calling them all out, so you can apply them. But you are like, yeah, I know what I need to move forward. I know what I need to choose. Again, this owl, the top here coming out. I did see 2 white owls in flight a few weeks ago. I couldn't believe it. So I was like, knowledge and starseed wisdom coming to you. Starseed awakening, right? Beautiful. Starseed awakening, right? Oh my God, I love it for y'all. Grounding. Spiritual grounding and awakening as a starseed. What does it mean to be here on Earth as a starseed, damn it? You know, we do learn through love, other relationships, but definitely making sure that we're always happy inside. And so you're learning that, and you're learning how to manifest these new realities, these new dimensional shifts, and these new beliefs, like how to walk into this new world with all this recalibrated and healed and processed. Let's get a 7 of Inspiration. We'll leave that. Let's get a 7 of Inspiration. Please, message. Yeah, walking into new paradigms and having all the qualities you need to manifest the new paradigms. And wherever you are in the journey, I don't care where you are, in the beginning, in the middle, in the end, it doesn't matter. In the end, there is no end. That's not what I meant to say. Like, whether you're just now learning about 5D consciousness, or you're just now entering into some 5D energies, or you've been in 5D energies for a while, it doesn't matter. Like, you know what you need to know to move forward. 7 of Inspiration. Keywords: defending your position, being attacked, protecting your inner light, other people's negative opinions or scarcity mindsets,
internal versus external validation. Yeah, being vulnerable, right? We got that card earlier. Being vulnerable with yourself. You don't need validation from anybody else but yourself. Energetic shields, paying attention to your energy. The prompt is obligatory bravado. So you have learned what doesn't serve you anymore. See how she's like pushing through? She's protecting herself from darkness, and she knows now what lights her up. She knows her starseed ways, or she's becoming awakened here. And she's like, no, nope. I'm going to say yes to love. I am going to say yes to love. So she's in her box of jewels here. She's got her Queen of Wands energy and her Seven of Inspirations energy. Both of these cards are crystals in her treasure chest. Isn't that beautiful, Aquarius? Guess what? Awakening is in her treasure chest. The Nine of Starseed is a crystal in her treasure chest. Temperance is a crystal in her treasure chest. Forgiveness is a crystal in her treasure chest to move forward with experiences. Leadership and answering the call is absolutely in her treasure chest. Portals and knowing how to work with portals to enhance those crystal energies of experience and energetic realms and energetic vibrations, knowing how to use them in your favor, because you work in the light and you are divinely protected, and these portal energies help you stay protected. You want love. You are a starseed and you want love. And so you're going to crumble whatever you need. There's plenty of towers in her experiences there. There's plenty of towers in her treasure chest full of crystals. There's plenty of crystals in here that are tower energy. And guess what? She still loves them. She still loves those crumbling foundations because she was able to be vulnerable and find her inner alchemy, her truest version of herself. And she was able to walk away with love and start speaking to herself with only love and only bringing in communication that served her best and highest good. Communication full of unconditional love within herself and with others, within her family and partners. She's walking away from trauma. He or she. I'm saying she because she's in a dress, but this could be a dude as well, or somebody who identifies as they, them. Your inner alchemy person is changing for the better. And you're able to do this because of all these experiences that have gotten you to here to now. So time is limitless. Don't let time be a factor. You are exactly where you need to be. And you're learning how to work through these energies and these portal energies and Luna's energy, new moon rituals, full moon rituals to enhance the alchemy, to enhance what you want to bring in, the paradigms, the shifts, claiming love, right? To be your answer. Aquarius, this was beautiful. This is such a spiritually awakening and like epiphemizing, if that's a word. It's not, but I just made it up. Reading for you. Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa. I say one, I mean them all, because we're all unified. We're all one consciousness. I love you all. I happen to decorate with the tree because I love the light so much, but really whatever you're celebrating, love and light to you and yours in this giving season of 2020. Like, share, and subscribe, please. And I love you all so much. This has been a very uplifting reading for myself. I said I don't have any Aquarius in me, but you know I do now. With these energies I'm absorbing and really taking in, you know, Kruger, assertive, and, you know, being assertive and wise and decisive through the Stargate time for you while these energies are shifting and taking place. That's you. That's you, Aquarius. This is your age, your new dawn, where emotions flow, love goes, and any of all of those sayings that apply. I love you all.
Starseeds of Aquarius. I'm here for you and to support every step of the way, baby steps and all, okay? Discovering you. I love you all, Starseeds. Bye-bye.